Dearest Gentle Listener, we're back. Hello, it's been a little while. It's been busy for both Caylyn and I. I have moved into my apartment, so I am reporting to you right from my apartment, and you can most likely hear my dryer and washer going because it is one of those days where I'm just at my desk, sitting doing things. But yes, we are back for season 3. It's going to be updated every week, and yeah, we hope you enjoy the podcast. Toodaloos.
What are you doing here? Why are you leaving so soon? Especially in such a charming dress.
Good day, and welcome to Two Girls, One Corset, the podcast where we dive deep into the world of period dramas, from bodice-ripping romance to scandalous court intrigue.
I'm Max, your resident historical costumer and hopeless romantic.
And I'm Caylyn, a public historian and brand new Bridgerton fan. After devouring the first 2 seasons, I'm absolutely thrilled to dive into season 3.
That's right, and in this season we will explore new romances, tantalizing rivalries, and the ever-evolving world of the Bridgerton family and their friends.
So grab your corsets, we changed it from boil to brew. So grab your corsets, I wanted to say boil. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. So grab your corsets, brew yourself a lovely cuppa, and join us as we return to Regency-era England with Two Girls, One Corset. We'll dissect every historical detail and stunning costume and juicy love scandal that season 3 has to offer.
And with Caylyn bringing her insights from previous seasons, we're all set for another wild carriage ride for London's high society.
Exactly, and I can't wait to share my thoughts on the new characters and storylines as they unfold. Let's get started.
I am sorry about the brew, because I realized that's what you do. You don't really boil yourself a cup, but that's really freaking weird, man.
No, it's okay. To be honest, I kept, almost fumbling with the word boil in the intro.
Boil.
Every time we had it. Boil.
Yeah, boil.
Boil yourself a cuppa? Boil yourself a cuppa? Yeah, just...
Brew yourself
brew
a cuppa.
will be easier. I just need to get used to that being my new norm.
Yeah, no, it's the brew is the new norm. Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm in a weird mood today. It's gonna be fun. Well, welcome everybody to Bridgerton Season 3. We're on episode 1, Out of the Shadows. Caylyn, what is your general feel for this episode?
Well, it seems that society is returning, but so is Whistledown. And my general feeling is that there are things that are needing to be proven to the people in this episode. People are going out with agendas. They have images they want to portray. They have goals they want to reach and accomplish.
Gasp. Okay,
sorry,
you came prepared. Yeah, I'm not even sure what half of them means, but this episode I was yapping a lot in my notes here. I was really, and it's just walls of text here, so I'm sorry about that. Although, a part of it is also a dialogue that we're doing. Ayo. Yeah. Because that's my favorite thing that we do nowadays. I haven't even heard any feedback about it, but I freaking love it. So
I hope you guys enjoy this, because we're gonna keep doing it.
Yeah, no, and finding the copyright-free, music to put over it is a pain as well, so y'all better love it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we open this episode to see new editions of Lady Whistledown being sent out, and we hear Julie Andrews telling everybody that we've been apart for far too long.
Yeah, and everyone is returning back to London. And Lady Whistledown has been written, and the first issue is being published, and everyone's snatching it. She's talking about the new debutantes. They're all being excited about being mentioned in it, even if it isn't necessarily the best comments on it, but you know what? Oh my gosh, she mentions that. I feel like it's establishing, because I feel like the people who have been caring most about Lady Whistledown have been, Eloise and the older characters in the series.
Yeah, it's good to see, the younger girls being into it. Not only into it, but into it in, a positive way. That they're being excited to be mentioned and noticed.
I mean...
And...
yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a notice me senpai energy. You know what I mean? Which I don't know if it's, a good thing, but hey-ho. Well, we established that the Featheringtons are doing pretty well as they're going to Delacroix to get their dresses done. and Lady Whistledown is also, sorry, nope, I already said that.
And Penelope.
Yeah. Well, we also see Francesca. This is really funny because I feel like every season needs to start out with someone being stressed in a bedroom somewhere. And this time it is Francesca's turn to go out to society and be a debutante. And they're all standing in front of her door listening, as they did with Eloise. And I don't know if they did it with Daphne. No, they kind of did it with Daphne too. With Daphne, we must make haste! Or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
But someone is playing piano down the hall.
And who is it? None other than Francesca, because Francesca is like a self-cleaning oven, and she is being sufficient and just getting herself ready for the day.
She's been ready for hours, and she's just sitting there playing Mozart's funeral march, and I'm like, but she's like, I don't know, like, because it's kind of like, I don't even know really how Francesca is feeling about this, because, like, they're implying with the funeral march that she's, like, not really feeling it, but then she's also like, yeah, no, I kind of want to get this done with, let's go, I feel like she's pretty chill. I'd hang with Francesca.
Yeah, I like Francesca's vibe. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like she's the sort of sibling that I relate to a lot, where like she kind of like has to be self-sufficient, and she finds like the environment of her home very stressful sometimes because of all the other shenanigans that go on. So like being a middle child, or she's not quite a middle child, she's more of the younger, sort of the younger of the crowd, but definitely somewhat in the middle energy. And I feel like you get to a point in an environment like that where you just kind of learn to like just sort of look after yourself and find your peace where you can get it. So I feel like I relate to her.
Yeah, no, she seemed like very self-sufficient and very self-going, and I guess like Violet, who just wants to dote on her kids, she's just like not really cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of annoying, honestly. Violet is a little bit annoying later on in the episode, and it's just like,
Yeah, I felt like that for sure. Where she's
coddling
just
her.
like, I'm going to, not interfere with things and whatnot. And I'm like, oh yeah, sure, okay.
Sure, Jan. No, Francesca, she's not really feeling it, and she's just like, meh. But she's like, yeah, let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to go. Pop, pop. And then we see Colin fresh off a ship, and he's on his way home. Ugh.
And then one of the ladies drops a glove in front of him, and he picks it up and gives it back to her and kisses her hand. And this, we get a glimpse of what his glow up is supposed to be.
Why is he tan? Why is he tan?
Yeah, why does he look like a property brother?
Why is he dressed with a belt? Like, belts weren't a thing unless you were in the army. Why?
I don't know, but one of the costume designers apparently described his look as like sexy pirate or something, and I was like,
no,
pirates can be sexy.
Stede Bonnet is the only sexy pirate in my book, or the Swede. The Swede is the sexy pirate.
Mm-hmm.
Bring Prince Frederick back, please.
Yeah, no, I'm not here for this.
Colin, what the frick is, like, dude, and the leather jacket is just like, it's just so cringe. Okay, so I know that they had an update in the costume designer this season, and it's like, I can tell.
It shows. Oh yeah, and very much so. And
it's not as good anymore. It's not as fun anymore.
It's not like getting what it needs to.
No, and they're stepping so far away from like the established aesthetic, I feel.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's like they justified it by saying that, like, oh yeah, since they have a oh, I can't remember my point now. Sorry, it just went in and went out as fast. But the new costume designer was like, well, since we have an established aesthetic and people already know it, we can do what the hell ever we want. Because it's Bridgerton. And I'm like, no. Because now it's no longer a period drama, it's just a drama. Almost.
Yeah,
so
it's
maybe
kind of laughable.
Yeah, can we even do season 3?
There are even moments where, like, for me, the sleeves and the silhouettes gives me very much kind of like 1890s in a way, because it's getting to the point where they're starting to like take in, like, they're starting to lower the waistlines a bit and make it like a bit more cinched, and then they have those big sleeves to go with it, and that's very signatory of the 1890s.
I mean,
To
Penelope,
yeah,
her glow up a little bit, and also Lady Feather. But the Lady Featherington has been looking like that the entire time, so I can give that more of
that's
a.
true. For
I
Lady
can be more
Featherington, it
okay
works
with
for
it.
her.
But, like,
Yeah.
they're calling it the Marilyn Monroe silhouette, which is like, yeah, cool. But
No.
also, like, stop, please. Can we just go
Yeah.
back to, like, because, I mean, Regency isn't the most beautiful one, but I feel like they could definitely move this forward in time. Again, if they had actually followed the Julia Quinn timeline, which, I don't agree with Julia Quinn on a lot of things, but I do agree with, like, Penelope should be, like, old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not in her early 20s, because now what is she, like, 22?
Yeah, something like that.
And, like,
If not like 20.
yeah, 20. Yeah, she's 20 years old. Like, she's not a spinster for one. Like, come on.
Yeah, because she
Um,
keeps, yeah, they keep acting like she's going to be, but no.
yeah, no, in the book, she's, like, actually older.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, no, I mean, this book that this season is based on is, like, the worst. I don't know if this one is the worst or the one with, Eloise. Either one,
Ooh,
both of those are so bad. Oh, they're
okay.
so bad. But anyways, the costumes, I'm just not vibing. Not vibing. And the
No.
whole design, like, we're gonna get more into that, like, Colin's glow up, quote unquote, like, they threw some fake tan at the boy, taught him how to mew,
Yeah.
and
Oh
gave him a leather
gosh.
jacket, and called it a
And
day.
that was it. It was ridiculous. And they give us some Colin fan service that no one asked for in the carriage.
No one asked for it.
He's
Why?
stripping off his shirt, and Benedict's like, "Brother, under what foreign sun did you get so sturdy?"
I mean, I love that they were absolutely roasting him and giggling like,
Mm-hmm.
what a jackass. I'm like, thank you. Everybody
Yeah.
agrees. Colin sucks. But I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that's what I'm seeing, and I'm like, yes, someone else agrees. But what they're supposed to portray is like, oh my gosh, Colin is like so
He's so
edgy and out
cool
there and
now.
so cool, and he's like, we're supposed to relate to him. No. I do love, there's a quote that is, who are you and what have you done with my brother?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, stop. I also wrote here in my notes that he turned into a fridge over the course of his travels.
Turned into a
Because
fridge.
he's just square.
He is just kind of square.
He's a square.
He doesn't have that V taper, but
Blech.
oh
Gross.
well.
Anyways, well, the
But
queen is not amused at the debutante presentations, but she looks really cute though. Like, there's so many diamonds in her outfit, and I feel like that's kind of like a hint, nudge, nudge to, like, is she gonna pick a diamond or not?
mm-hmm.
Because, like, that's kind of a theme
Absolutely.
of the episode, I guess.
But yeah, as a narcoleptic girly, I related. I'd be yawning all the time.
Yeah, no, and Colin also, like, rocks up to Eloise, and it's like, why are you wearing so many ruffles? I'm like, Colin, mind your business.
Yeah, why are you wearing Tanner? Like, leave us alone.
Yeah, why are you looking like you're wearing a waistcoat from the 18th century?
Yeah, why do you look like John Mulaney from his fourth Netflix special? Like, stop.
Colin, why are you looking like you rather more belong on Baywatch?
Oh my gosh. That's not a compliment.
No, I know.
No,
Pass.
I know, I'm joking. It's like the TikTok quote, like, you look older. That's not a compliment.
Seriously. No. Like, I'm like, and Eloise is like, no, it's the style of the season. That's why she's wearing it. And I'm like, yes, because even if you were, like, as a dry mouth like Eloise, you would still be following fashion because, like, I mean, everyone still does. It's not that weird. And especially if you're up there, like, and your mom still buys your freaking clothes, of course she's gonna follow the fashion.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, this is
Absolutely.
again to bring home the point of, like, oh my gosh, Eloise has changed because she's now friend with Cressida Cooper. Which is, again, hi, I enjoy that storyline, but I don't enjoy the brains of some Bridgerton writers, there I said it.
No,
Wah wah.
that's something we'll kind of keep going over, I believe, and
Yeah, well, Francesca is
yeah.
motivated for the presentation, though.
She does well, honestly, but notably the queen doesn't really make any notice, and that kind of throws people off.
Yeah. No, she's really pretty, I must say. Like,
Oh, she's beautiful.
but
Yeah.
also compared to the other girls that we've seen, Francesca doesn't seem to be bothered by the queen's like lack of interest because the other girls are kind of like, oh, the queen didn't notice me. Whoa.
Yeah,
But
whereas
I feel like
Francesca's just like, okay, this is over.
yeah, no, and it's kind of giving like not like other girls thing, which like we've had
But
enough. We have
to
more than
me,
one.
to me, it's not like other girls, but Francesca isn't doing it in a way where she has a superiority complex to other girls, I think.
No, she really doesn't. I don't think. I mean, she doesn't care. She's already said like, I have to do this for
Yeah.
like and I just want to get out of the house, and this is a way for me to
Mm-hmm.
get out of the house. And you know what? Fair enough. Kate and Anthony are like really cutesy and like looks like they're relaxed in themselves as well. I just wanted to make that note. We were gonna see more Kate and Anthony.
Yeah, we also
we're gonna see
we
a
also
whole
have
lot more Kate and
Colin
Anthony.
winking from across the room at other women, and I'm just like, I don't get
Stop
why other women
mewing.
are into this.
Why?
Personally,
No,
because if I see a guy that's like winking at everybody and like hitting on every girl he can see, it just turns me off. I have no interest in associating with you because I know what your MO is.
No, seriously. Although, like, some winking can be attractive. I must say, like,
Yeah, but
I
not to
haven't encountered. Yeah, not to that extent.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say if you're gonna wink, I want it to be like a charming, like kind of more personalized moment.
I mean, I'm
I'm
trying
like,
to
ooh.
think here, like, what is sexier, Colin's wink or my partner's wink? And I don't know because my partner looks a little bit demented when they do. They know this. This is fine.
Yeah,
But it's
I like when, yeah. Sean's good at winking. He's clever about it.
I
Yeah,
bet he
it's
is.
cute.
He's giving good wink energy.
He's got good wink, good twink energy. No, I'm kidding.
Good twink. He would not be a twink. I mean, a little
He's
bit.
not a twink. No,
No.
he has like the personality of a twink. I think.
He's like an otter. Because he's not a bear. Because he's not that hairy, is he?
Yeah, he's kind of hairy.
Oh, okay, so he's a bear.
I wouldn't say a total bear because he can't grow a beard.
Okay, true.
I don't know, but he's also straight, so this question is irrelevant.
I mean, Caylyn, bring out your masculine energy. You know, we've established on my social media that you'd make a really hot masked lesbian.
Which is so funny because my dream aesthetic is much more femme.
It's just the funniest to me. Oh, it's one of the best videos we've made this
That
whole
was
year.
so funny, genuinely.
We spent so much
one
effort.
yeah, but it was the most effort I've ever put into a video, and that includes my own videos. But yes. So
Sorry,
Prudence,
we were talking about
no,
Prudence and Philippa. Yeah.
Yeah, so Prudence has gotten married to a man named Harry Dankworth, and Prudence and Philippa are bragging over whose wedding was more pretty, but both Albion and Harry are just plain sweet doting husbands, and they're just like, we married you because we love you, and we'd get married again if you wanted it. They're very adorable.
They're really cute, and honestly, I'm here for them. I wish I could have seen more of Prudence being courted by this man.
Yeah, he just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I wish I could have seen more of it.
I mean, I guess because Bridgerton is supposed to set place in like the season, and this was like in the off season, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, on Petunia, we understand now how the Featheringtons are actually doing okay. It's because we find out Aunt Petunia has died, hence why she's received an inheritance that can finance them, and it's an entire story that's made up. And we also find out that it's completely made up from Lady Featherington's mind because Varley is like, yo, I don't know if this is gonna be believable. And Lady Featherington is like,
she was a spinster who, how would she have money? And Lady Featherington's like, who knows? We could say she kept coins in the floors, which is funny because that's what Penelope actually does, but who knows?
It is exactly what she does. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, well, the mother's back at the parties, like, talking about where the queen is, because they're like, my girl should be the diamond, and my girl should be the diamond. But the girls, in the meantime, are all talking to Colin, and who is... Ugh. And they're like, are you to take a husband? To take a husband?
Are you to take a husband?
Are you to take a wife? And he's like,
just
forever expect the unexpected.
He's like, who knows? Which is, a fancy way of saying, no, I just kind of want to, be a whore for a bit.
It's
And
freaking gross.
he's just like, I cannot tell you of my travels, the slightest stories, and you would swoon, and I would have to marry you and stuff. And they're all eating this up, and I'm like, ew, is no one getting the ick? Is no one, like, no one feels this?
Yeah, it's disgusting. Like, I'm not having this. Well, we also find out now that Cressida and Eloise are friends, and Penelope is just so surprised and so jealous, and it's kind of sad, actually.
It is sad, especially because it comes from a place of insecurity, because Cressida, of all people, it's like the worst person that Eloise could have befriended, because she has been nothing but so unkind to Penelope.
No, it is. It's kind of a jerk move, but then again, like, we get it explained later that it's like,
yeah,
that no one else was kind to Eloise after the scandal that Penelope caused.
Mm-hmm.
Which, hey ho. Well, we get another. It's just like, this is just a lot of establishing in this episode. It's gonna take a long time, but that's okay. The girls, however, back to the girls, are talking about their future husbands, and they have specific demands, and Francesca just wants someone to be kind.
And they're like, is that it?
Easy to please. Easy to please.
Yeah. But, like, something I really enjoy about Francesca's, like, development is how she is, I'd say, pretty straightforward, and she knows what she wants. I really like how they're showing a different kind of heroine. That's not just,
I mean, they're making it very clear that she is neurodivergent.
Mm-hmm. We love to see it.
Autistic is what I hear people say. Like, I can't say that I'm in any way, shape, or form an expert in this, but I mean, I believe it.
Yeah, I think it's, really cool to see a leading lady, represented like that. And we also find out that Violet is talking to Kate, and she's talking about
moving into a dowager house.
Yeah, she's like, I'll have to move somewhere else. And Kate's like, well, in India, the mother-in-law would stay with the children, so you can stay, or like, stay with the family. So, you're welcome to stay with us. And so...
No, and also, can we just, like, what the hell is Kate wearing?
They make some very interesting fashion decisions with Kate this season, and I don't really know how I feel about it.
No, and the colors are all so weird. And the shape she's wearing, like, it looks like a plastic bag has been draped over her.
I know, it's... I wish they kind of stuck with the similar color palette they used for Kate last season.
I mean, they could have incorporated more like Bridgerton. Like, I feel like the set design is more interesting in Bridgerton now than the actual, like, costume design, which is kind of weird to say. But, like, her office that we get to see later, like, that is so cool because it's both, like, the Indian influences and the Sharma influences. Meanwhile, you also have, like, the Bridgerton bones, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
And so much personality has gone into the friggin' office where her outfits are just strange.
Yeah, there's one dress in particular I'm thinking of that I'm sure we'll discuss later when the time comes.
Yeah, the ball dress?
I mean, there's that too, but there's one I know comes up later. It's like a dark blue dress. That's just
Well, Lady Danbury rocks up, and she's also wearing something very unsettling. She's wearing just
I was going to say,
white.
that white ensemble.
What the frick? No, because, like, I mean, at least there's, like, a nod to her staple burgundy in the, like, the hat band, but also the hat is just, like, it's a very fashionable men's hat in the 18th century, in the 19th century, early 19th century. Clearly, it's, like, it's one of those conical top hats.
Yeah.
But, like... the color is off, obviously, but then again, this is more back to, like, the original Bridgerton fashion that we're used to, but just, like, Lady Danbury in white, like that, blech.
No, I was gonna say, she deserves better than the white color palette.
That was disgusting.
She can rock so many gorgeous colors, especially with her burgundy. I
guess they're, like, all trying to wear light colors for the
like the daytime or the
debut,
or like
debutante, the debutante thing, because, like, Lady Danbury has consistently always worn darker colors, Because I feel like that's also kind of establishing her as more of a masculine character. Maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
And I feel like we get that in the hat, but, like, no, I don't like that they're just digressing from, like, already established things. Like, no. Stop it. Well, Colin, on the other hand, is being a fuckboy talking about his shit.
I just thought that what exclamation was having to deal with Colin again. And I was like, for accurate.
Real. No, you're like, yeah, that sounds about right. Well, he's talking about how scandalous his travels has been and how the girls would swoon and bruh. If he tells any of his tiniest adventure, he'd be forced to marry them. And this man just sounds like, honestly, like he's riddled with STDs.
I know, that's the vibe I would get.
Yeah, and I would be like, stay away from that boy.
Like, thanks. Thanks for this conversation. I have herpes now.
Why? Why isn't... Oh!
Your aura exudes herpes.
He is riddled with STDs. He's been sleeping his way throughout Europe, and he's just filth. Filth.
It's gross.
It's not nice.
But we go on to see Prudence saying how Cousin Jack left in the middle of the night and abandoned her. And Lady Cowper makes a note that the next Lord Featherington will have scruples. And so Portia's like, actually, there's a document bequeathing the estate to one of my daughters once they have a son. And, trying to very loudly sort of make a point.
Yeah, cue them just starting to fight over who's going to have a son the fastest, and it is kind of funny, not gonna lie. Like, I enjoy the Featherington storyline in this season. It's actually really
me
funny.
too. I do enjoy it. But we see Colin going over to Penelope, and
she just immediately dismisses him, which I think is great.
Yeah, it's what he deserves, and also because I hate his aura, that's kind of how I would react if I saw him in person too. I wouldn't really want to interact.
Hell yeah, but it is very different from when we've seen Penelope behave in, like, any other time.
Especially when it comes to Colin. She's usually, like, so eager to, have a conversation with him. But he talks about how his clothes are from Paris, and he asks about Eloise and Cressida. He's like, am I dreaming or am I imagining things? And she's just like, yeah, well, things change. Bye.
Pretty much, yeah. No, I'm really glad that she's dismissing him, considering, like, last season he was like, I would never court Miss Featherington. Pa, pa, pa,
I know. Ugh.
Well, Lady Featherington is like, please go home and make kids, like, right now. We need to have children. So
yeah, and they're like, can we have dessert because your chef is better? And she's like, oh, you should have thought of that before you married men without title. Now go make babies.
Yeah, seriously. And Lady Featherington is also saying that she's going to take comfort in Penelope, and that Penelope will always be there and to take care of her, and Penelope is, like, not having any of it. So in the middle of the night,
she's like lying awake at night being like, no, I cannot be the designated rest home child. This will not do.
Nope.
And so she goes over to Madame Delacroix and is like, I never want to see citrus color again. And so they're going over fabrics that look well with her, and she's like, I want a husband who's kind. I need to marry so I can get out of the house. And so she tells Madame Delacroix that she wants something like they wear in Paris.
Yeah, no, it's interesting, and we're all eager with anticipation for what this transformation is going to be. Well, in the meantime, Colin has a bunch of gifts for the fam, and I think it's really funny because Gregory gets a bow and arrow, and Anthony's like, don't shoot it in the house! Let's go outside all together, all the boys. Let's go, we're gonna go shoot this. Yeah,
he's just like, let's do it where mom can't. He's like, do it where mom can't see it. I love seeing that because I feel like that's Anthony's inner child coming through a bit.
It's so good. I feel like Anthony is so fun, and I'm so glad that they didn't, like, keep his, like, stern exterior, but that, like, Kate is, like, healing his trauma pretty much.
Kate's brought out the best in him. It's wonderful.
I love it. He's so good. I love it. Well, Colin gives his mother a watch, and she's just trying to gather the girls to go buy some dresses. He gives Eloise a book, and this conversation also just, like, made me want to tear my hair out. But Colin is a freaking jerk. So he gives Eloise a book, and Eloise doesn't have time to read it right now because she's reading Emma. And Colin is like, Emma, I don't think you like silly romance novels. I'm like, Emma?
Emma's not a silly romance novel.
Hiss.
Vomit on the floor.
Hiss. How dare he? He's a piece of shit. Like, nothing has changed. Well, Cressida was nice to Eloise in the off season, and now she would, no one else would be nice, and that's why they're friends. That's what she explains. But still, I can't get over that stupid comment. And also, he's being such a well-rounded person would not just read one genre of books.
No.
Good lord, Colin. I mean, he would
Like,
only read about plants and about Greece, but he's not
yeah.
a well-rounded character, is he?
What kind of podcast do you think Colin would listen to in the modern day?
I listen to This American Life, but he would listen to This American Life derogatory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Serial, and but he would be such a pain about it.
Mm-hmm.
He would be like a hipster. I did it before it was cool.
Oh, gosh, you're so right.
Mm.
Benedict would love Help I Sexted My Boss.
Huh?
I think Benedict would love Help I Sexted My Boss.
Oh yeah, he would. He would love Help I Sexted My Boss. And he would also enjoy stand-up comedians like Sarah Keyworth.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
He would love that. Anthony would be like, what would Anthony be into?
I feel like Anthony would probably listen to like self-help podcasts.
Now he would.
He would
Not before.
Having married Kate.
Yeah.
Before marrying Kate, I feel like
it would be like toxic bro podcasts.
He's probably a former Joe Rogan podcaster guy.
Gosh, yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. And yeah. I haven't listened to a lot of podcasts lately that has not been Help I Sexted My Boss. Which is bad. No, Benedict, I would most likely listen to the stuff he listens to, because I feel like that would be like cozy, funny, just like...
Yeah, he'd have good taste. I could trust that.
Yeah. And he would also listen to like things on like BBC Sounds. Oh, he would have loved You're Dead to Me. Have you heard about that one?
No.
History podcast by the writers of Horrible Histories.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
It is really good. I do enjoy it, and it's like
Are they hiring? That sounds like my dream job.
So they bring in a stand-up comedian every week and an expert on a specific historical topic.
See, you can get a 2-for-1 special if you just have me.
Well, the thing is, the comedian answers a little quiz afterwards. So Caylyn,
I can do that.
You're gonna make your own quiz.
I will make my own quiz. I will do so stinking good at it.
Caylyn is just like working overtime over here. Like, I will answer my own quiz, and I will...
I can't trust anyone else to do a good job at it except for me.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that is such an Anthony answer.
And what can I say? Not the oldest child, but I exude older child energy.
Oh, that's funny. Well, anyways, Penelope Lady Esmond's Delacroix is approaching Eloise, and they have stayed away from each other, and they're supposed to stay away from each other because, like, you don't want to accidentally reveal that Penelope is Lady Whistledown. I'm like, Eloise, you have more self-control, but, like, can you please just be real that you were really freaking hurt by that?
Yeah. Ugh.
Anyways, people are not good at communicating with each other in this TV show, but that's okay.
No, especially not in these shows.
Well, we're at the Mondrix Club, and we find out that Benedict has been taking care of the estates while Anthony has been on his honeymoon, and Ben doesn't know what to do now when he's back.
He needs purpose.
Poor
if only he had
baby.
purpose in the form of, like, his passion, his art.
I'm kind of surprised
no,
that
we had
Benedict
to take
took
that
so
away.
well. I feel like I'm a bit surprised that Benedict took to, like, looking after an estate so well.
Me too. I was not expecting that to go well.
It's not as like I feel like Colin would do better, even though his financial decisions has not been the best as of late.
Well, and he's been abroad the whole summer.
Yeah, no. So I guess that, but I mean, it would like automatically kind of fall to Benedict. Like, it makes sense, like in the heretical thing, whatever. But like,
yeah,
I'm surprised that he did well and that he's like, I enjoyed this. It doesn't feel like this season as well. Like, I feel like we don't get a true Benedict. You know?
No, it's very much Benedict Light, I feel like.
Yeah. No, it's not Benedict. It's like Beh. You know?
Bene.
Beh. It's not true. Where it's like his evil stepbrother his evil twin brother.
His evil twin who's
Benedict.
Like, body snatched him or something.
And it's Benedict. He's back.
Yep.
And he's just like acting really freaking weird, man.
No, call it Beanie Decked or something, or like, replace the I's and the E's. Beanie Decked.
Beanie Decked.
That's gonna be funny only to me, but yes.
Okay, well, Benedict. I feel like Benedict sounds more sinister.
No, Benedict
sounds like
does sound like that.
Doctor or something.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like that's very much a Benedict move to be really interested in running an estate. You know what I mean? That's not true Benedict. That's not our Benedict.
Yeah, that's the thing. But Anthony not only congratulates Benedict for running the estate, he congratulates Colin for wooing the ladies.
Anyways,
sure. Yeah,
I guess just like Anthony's lovesick and that's all he's seeing. Well, we see a lawyer come to the Mondricks and their son has inherited their dead aunt's estate. And I'm a bit confused here because like the title would have been inherited by the time the uncle died. Not when the aunt dies, because she doesn't have any time. It doesn't make sense. Again, Bridgerton has no freaking idea what they're doing.
Yeah, especially when they make the whole point that like there were no other relatives with male heirs. Like,
yeah, it doesn't make sense, does it?
I don't get it.
And then also, like, I didn't think like she was from like any society. This lady,
no.
Like, what's her name? Mrs. Mondrick.
Alice.
Like, that came so out of nowhere because I thought that she was like very working class.
Yeah,
you know,
definitely.
It's so weird.
I don't really get it, but anyway, their son Nicholas has become the Baron of Kent and will inherit an estate, and so.
I mean, yay, good for them.
Yay,
but also
good for
them. Very confusing. Well, either way, Kate and Anthony are being sexy in bed.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell? And the set is stunning. The sheets
so romantic.
Are made out of linen. It's beautiful. Anthony is so freaking cute. It's all from the female gaze. This whole sex scene. Hell yeah. And Anthony disappears under the sheets, and I'm like, hee hee, fun. And people are running around in the hall, and Kate is just like, you know.
Like, gotta get to business, and he's like,
it peeks up from
really
the
have
sheets. It's so cute.
Yeah. It's very sweet, but yes, they have so much more compatibility than anyone else that shows up this season.
No, for real. Like, I'd rather just have like a season of them again, rather.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, absolutely, just married life, because Kate is running, the estate as Viscountess for the first time, and I love this for her. And so she wants to make a good impression for Lady Danbury's ball because it's the first ball of the season. And we see everybody getting prepared for the Four Seasons ball. So there are elements of all the seasonal colors and stuff.
Yeah,
and we also see Penelope
getting ready.
Getting ready. Yes.
She's getting like a makeover by herself, and we noticed that she's wearing just dark colors, and but like here's where I was like, the fuck, she's wearing sparkly ballerina shoes that you can buy at Primark.
Yes.
What the hell?
From the Rita Ora collection.
Oh, and she's also wearing sparkly gloves.
And not to mention, she's wearing her hair down in a deep side part with like finger waves.
Oh my gosh. And the thing is, like, do you remember she wore this hairstyle last season? This is not insane.
Yeah.
This is not insane. This is nothing new, I guess. Like, I'm, like, very torn. Because, yeah, the Danbury ball, I feel like the clothes are all... Like, in general, like, I must say, like, the costumes just look so lame at the ball. Like, I didn't see anything that was, wow, And
the theme itself is not that, like, I feel like it's really not that adhered to,
And I feel... No! Because I feel like that's what's been fun, is just, like, seeing, like, the extras, like, following this theme. But there was, like, no one following the theme. Like, even Penelope, like,
Christmas? Question mark?
I don't even know. Like, maybe winter. I would have loved to see somebody wearing like an icy blue gown, and then somebody wearing like a lot of like deep red autumnal colors with like leaf embroideries and
Or
stuff.
just
There's
like
just
insane amount of florals for summer, or
there's
like
so much florals for summer, groundbreaking. But
no, for
there was so much
spring, for
potential.
spring.
Yeah, I know. I was just using your quote, but there was so much potential for the theme to really pop and be cool, but they
I
just kind
know,
of
and
wasted
no
it.
one followed it. It was so wasted.
No,
Seriously.
if I threw that party, I'd be pissed.
Well,
I'd be like, "That's
anyways.
it. You're all going home."
Yep, no. Leave, please. I mean, that's what I
Yeah,
feel a lot if I throw like a themed party. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to have my own apartment, which I'm getting in a little bit. Woohoo.
yeah.
But like, I'm gonna throw so many themed dinner parties.
I can't wait. It's
And
gonna be
it's
so
not
much
gonna be
fun.
murder mystery theme. No, 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 no. It's
No,
gonna
that's so
be
overdone.
but it's gonna be so good. TikTok is just popping off with giving me suggestions. I'm so excited. Well,
Mm-hmm.
anyways, I think this is the song called "Fuck You" being played.
A B C D E F U.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I just knew kind of ish the. Anyways, well, Penelope
But
is
yeah,
making her entrance, and oh, we've forgotten to take in your cloak. Like, fire that
sure.
footman immediately.
Yeah, that
Anyways,
should have been off
well, it's for the
immediately, but
dramatic
oh well.
effect, of course, and she's
Of
actually like
course.
she does look good in that color. And I also noticed this time I was looking that like there's like an underskirt with like copper that matches her hair, which is like okay, that's a cool take. I'll give them that.
Yeah, I do have to say, despite the fact that it's not necessarily like I will say the silhouette on this one did look more Regency than the other dresses that she wears,
Yeah, but
but I still do think that the dress was pretty in its own way, and she did look very good.
she does.
And
But then again, green for a ginger, groundbreaking.
yeah, I know, but
Mm.
everybody is looking, and not only is everybody looking, but Colin especially is looking, and he's surprised. And so Penelope is standing on the edge of the dance floor, and the men come over and they compliment her dress. And
She
she's
has
all
zero
awkward, and she's
social
like,
skills.
"Thanks, yours." She's like, "Thanks, yours too. I mean, you're not wearing gowns, but you look fine in your evening wear and stuff." And she's like, "I read a lot, but some say too much, but I don't know. Maybe it's not too much, and it's just it's
It's
painful."
giving you a little bit.
Oh, I hate that you say that because it's right.
Sorry.
But I've also never been the center of attention like that, so
I mean, every time
like that.
when you're directing any music, and I just like, wow, look at. They're like, who's Kayla? I'm like, oh, it's the girl that looks like a
That's
freaking
so
portrait.
weird because ladies and gentlemen, I need everybody to know that like no one ever approached me growing up. Like I was never the object of desire to anybody.
No,
Like
Kaylyn is freaking beautiful, dear listeners. If you didn't already know this, like, good lord.
like Sean talks all the time about like, I can't believe you picked me over everyone else, and I'm like, look, I mean, even if there were other people and stuff, I would have picked you, but I need you to know that the well was dry. Like I was not being pursued. Like chill.
I mean, in my dreams, I pursue you, Kaylyn.
Oh, thanks. I don't know. I say that, but then again, the spam messages from like all the random men in the Middle East that are offering me their assets
They're
in
asses.
exchange. Their no assets in
Oh.
exchange for my hand in marriage. I don't know. There's a very specific type of man that's interested in me, and they usually have to be over the age of 40.
I mean, I was gonna say over the age of 400 because, like, Renaissance painting.
Yeah, I guess so. That too.
Sorry, that was
Like,
mean.
no, it's okay. Botticelli would have worshipped me, and
Oh,
that's all I
yeah.
need to know.
That's all you need, honestly. Well,
Yeah.
sorry, but now we're getting over also to Eloise. I'm sorry.
No, it's
Another
okay.
Eloise rant. Eloise is being a
Eloise.
bitch about embroidery, and I'm just like, F
I
off,
hated this.
Eloise.
Yeah.
And she's just like, this is so boring. Why are we talking about embroidery?
I know,
Like, why do
'cause
you
this
find
isn't-
embroidery so interesting?
This is not giving the feminist energy that you think it is. A real feminist would be like, oh, embroidery might not be my thing, but I'm happy that you enjoy that.
It's
I love that for you. Whereas she's
Oh.
just like, let's move on to something else. Like, don't want to
And
talk
she's
about
like, it
this.
doesn't, and she's being so rude to these women. But like, then I
I
just want to say,
know.
do you understand the amount of skills it takes to embroider properly
It does.
and
I
to be
cannot
good?
do a French knot for the life of me. And they're over here talking about the French knot. And I'm like, I would love for these girls to sit me down and teach me. And like,
Yes, and
we
like
could
the
like
math,
sit in a circle together and work on stuff.
the
Yes.
math
And
you need to do freaking embroidery is insane, and like to understand how to make a design, like, and the artistry to like understand the patterns and what stitch to use and
yes.
which color and what texture is
Absolutely.
produced from the thread and the Eloise, go die in a hole.
Yes. No. Shut it. Shut it.
What is more offensive? Colin being like, I am riddled with STDs, or this comment? I don't even know.
I don't even. Gosh, I don't know. But yes.
Mm-mm.
So.
It's gross. Well, the
Yeah.
queen is
So
being pressured to name a diamond, and she's just like, I've had one diamond bowl, and now they're expecting one again. I had a saber bowl. They're not asking for another one of those.
I found that bit very funny
She
because
was funny.
sometimes I feel like, oh, it's always the the thing that you enjoy. Like, I'm gonna relate it to content creation. It's always the thing or the series that you really enjoy making that nobody else loves, but there's like one niche, and suddenly everybody gets obsessed with that, and that's the thing you're known for.
I mean, the queen was kind of obsessed with her diamond last season, but then again, that
She
didn't work
was,
out for
she
her, and I
was
feel like this is the second time it didn't work out for her with the diamond, so I understand why she's kind of like, ugh.
like, might as well just drop it. I don't know, but
Well,
anywho,
anyways, Francesca
Francesca
doesn't
is
know how to
being.
speak to anyone.
Yeah, I feel bad for her because people are kind of cornering her and they're just like, what do you like? What makes you tick? Who are you outside of playing the piano forte? And she's like, but I really like the piano forte. That's the thing. That's my special interest. That's what I like to do.
Mm.
And Anthony is observing this over in the corner, and then she goes over to talk to him and she's like, can I have a moment alone? And he's like, yeah, sure. Which Daphne is punching the air right now because Anthony is learning how to, let women have their space and, you know, and
You know,
respect
it is cute
his
though, but he
sisters.
because he also makes eyes at his wife, and it's
At his
precious.
wife.
But then again, what the
And they
hell
dance
is Kate
together.
wearing?
I know. I feel like they're sewing sashes on
The
in random
open
places.
back?
Mm-hmm.
That means that she's not wearing any stays or course or nothing.
Or because I feel like they're trying to channel like a South Asian aesthetic, but I wonder like truly how much they did consult like designers from South Asia for it.
Sense. It pisses me off.
But yeah, no, not great. But Francesca stands with Penelope and they kind of bond for a bit over like kind of their love for peace and coming away, but Francesca wants to be a wallflower, whereas Penelope doesn't want to be one anymore. So they're kind of in this interesting
It is an interesting dialogue. I really
twist.
enjoyed this. Was probably the best one in the episode. Is these two characters like that we don't necessarily see interact all that much in the books? They're like best buddies, like Eloise,
Yeah.
Francesca, and Pen are like friends.
Aw, that's sweet.
It's cute, but yeah, it's just like nice. And then a man comes and asks Francesca to dance, and then Francesca throws the same advice back to Penelope of like, hey, maybe you shouldn't
Yeah,
be
like,
a wallflower,
don't
get
stay
off the
on the
wall.
wall.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really cute. Well, Penelope goes to
But
get ice cream.
and then she gets a brain freeze immediately, and then that's when we get Lord Debley, and I freaking love
Cutie
Lord Debley.
patootie Lord Debley.
I love Lord Debley.
He's so
And
cute.
so she's like, I've got a brain freeze, and he's like, is it from the ice cream or one of the cold looks that the lady over there is giving you? And she's like, please, that look is not that cold. I've had worse. And he says like, I'm not gonna lie, this line was hot. He says, why do I have the feeling you know how to make make one wither or something? And I was like, oh,
He's a good one. Honestly, like Lord
Sir,
Debley.
stop.
I like Lord Debley. I wonder if he's gonna come back.
I like Lord Debley. Anyway,
Lord Debley.
so
Well, Cressida steps on Penelope's dress because she's overhearing that Penelope has some game out of nowhere, and it rips.
yeah.
And Cressida is like, oh my gosh, you should get some maid to like fix the dress somewhere.
It's a shame the fabric is so cheap.
Yeah, that's what she says
But
once Lord Debley has left. It's like really
yeah, 'cause she
calculated
wouldn't.
this.
Yeah, she wouldn't be rude in front of Lord Deppling like that. And then Eloise tries to kind of get Penelope's attention, but Penelope just walks off. And so Penelope goes outside. And here's another little bit that bugged me. She takes her hair clip out and she chucks it like to the ground. But then we also see her wearing it again later because she does leave. We don't see her go back for it, but she's magically got it again later. It's like magnetically attached, I guess. But
maybe she wore two.
Oh, could be. I don't know. But anywho, so not only does Penelope have to go outside to deal with, emotionally process the bullying from Cressida, guess who comes outside? It's our favorite gap year boy. I say with all the sarcasm in the world.
It's Colin, and we are gonna enact the dialogue that happens here.
Yes.
Are you ready, Caylyn?
Hang on, I gotta mew a little bit to prepare. You can't see my face, but I'm like puckering up.
Great, Caylyn, we have to hear the mewing in this recording. I hope you understand that.
That's what mewing sounds like. You may not like it, but that's peak form. Okay. All right. What are you doing out here? That is my best.
Sorry, I was not ready. I was
okay.
Not ready. Okay, please, let's start over. And...
Okay.
and action.
What are you doing out here?
I'm just getting some fresh air.
Why are you leaving so soon, especially in such a charming dress?
Don't mock me, please.
Mock you? I assure you I'm quite serious. The colour rather suits you.
Good night, Mr. Bridgerton.
Do not need a chaperone.
Spinsters don't need a chaperone.
You're not a spinster.
I am in my 3rd season on the marriage mart, with no prospects. What would you call that?
Is something wrong, Pen? Between us, I mean. I wrote to you this summer, as I always do, and well, you did not respond. Admittedly, very few did, but if you're going to make me say it out loud, I miss you.
You miss me? You miss me? But you never caught me. Is that correct?
Pen, I
overheard you at my mamma's ball last season, telling everyone how you would never court Penelope Featherington.
Perhaps we could talk somewhere more private.
Because I embarrass you? Of course you would never court me. I am the laughingstock of the ton, even when I change my entire wardrobe. It never occurred to me that you, of all people, could be so cruel. I'm sorry, why were you Cockney?
It just came out that way. That's the energy he radiates. Also, that's default British accent for American people.
Wow. Alright.
That's the Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah, I was gonna say, hello, Dick Van Dyke. Ask Colin. It's been good.
Mary Poppins.
Oh my gosh. Well, Penelope is just... she gets home and she's just going ham as Lady Whistledown. Like, she's writing some dirt, you can tell. Well, the lawyer is also visiting the Featheringtons' house to ensure that the lines of succession is running smoothly. And again, the law doesn't make sense here. Like, if there's questions in the document that Lord Featherington had signed over the estate to the firstborn son of the Featherington girls, then that it would immediately not be valid. But here it's like, oh, but if you have a son, like, then we're not gonna care out of a sudden. The frick?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It's
like, wouldn't Cousin Jack have to die?
Yeah, no, I mean, it was because he wrote, like, they forged a document saying that he assigned over the estate to...
Okay.
So he doesn't need to die, but he's, like, Lord Featherington title is gonna pass from him and he's gonna lose it. But still, okay, it's just really confusing how they're expecting the law to work. Either way, well, yeah. Eloise and Cressida is walking and talking, and at this point, okay, this is like a funny thing that has been beaten to death, but I'm gonna beat this to death a little bit more. Do you notice that Eloise is wearing, like, a muff?
Yes, because the actress, like, was wearing a cast.
Yeah, see, we've beaten this to death. Now everyone knows. But yeah, Eloise lays it plainly to Cressida that it was mean what she did to Pen when she ruined the dress. And Eloise, you know, and Cressida's like, Yeah, actually, you're right. But she's also admitting to, like, not having been kind because of the pressure and toxicity that comes with, like, the being a debutante and being in the marriage
Mm-hmm.
market, which is honestly so fair. And I kind of appreciate that we're getting a more rounded character in Cressida.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that's a very real observation about the way women tear each other down and competing with each other instead of when they could, be friends or allies with each other. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of women, I think, miss out on the chance to have very valuable friendships with each other because they're too focused on believing that they have to see each other as competition.
Yeah, and Eloise has, like, been the first friend that Cressida's had in a very long time. Okay, so this is very queer coded for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, we remember in season 2 when Eloise came out to society that Cressida was one of the first people to approach Eloise.
Mm-hmm.
It's giving very much Mean Girls, like, obsessed with Katie
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. And Cressida says, I've wanted to be your friend from the minute you came out in society, and I'm just happy that I get to be your friend now. Like, it's so
Mm-hmm.
queer coded. It's so queer coded.
Yeah, but sadly, that's, not something the Bridgerton writers would have.
No, why
Even if
would
they did
they?
have the guts to do it, I don't think they would have the wherewithal to handle it with the respect that it deserves.
I mean, I feel like Eloise is the most naturally, except for Benedict, because Benedict is a, mess. But I feel like Eloise
Mm-hmm.
is the most naturally queer character in the Bridgerton
Mm-hmm.
family. So,
Yeah, I
but
agree.
anyways, and I do enjoy, like, I wish the Mean Girls story got a different ending than it did, and I feel like this could have been the redemption, but alas.
Mm-hmm.
But they do say something that I think is really cute. Or, well, Cressida says, she says, let us just think of ourselves. We're far more interesting.
Yeah, I like that too. I think
Which, like, I've said that.
that's a fun line.
It is a
Mm-hmm.
really fun line. Well, Anthony is so lovesick, and when he comes to Kate's office, and again, like, the office is so pretty. And also, I must say, like, I am a little bit surprised that she has, like, an office, because, like, I know that women would have, like, rooms that were, like, kind of their reception rooms, kind of, or, like, tea
Mm-hmm.
rooms. But she has, like, an
Yeah.
actual office with a desk.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, this scene is,
But
like, this room is only being used in one scene. And I know for a fact that they built this set from scratch,
mm-hmm.
which is kind of crazy to me.
I mean, at least we can appreciate the artistry and effort that went into it because it does look very nice.
Yeah, because it's like I've seen, like, the little behind the scenes things, and they've like added horses in the walls, like they've hand painted horses because Kate likes
Mm-hmm.
horses, and like
Mm-hmm.
all of, like, the small details. Like, I feel like this would in a way have been better for the budget to just, like, go to a historic house and just, like, set up a few, like, horse porcelain
Yeah.
figures. I don't know, but hey, I appreciate it. Like, it's really cool. This set.
Oh, for sure.
It's a really cool set.
Mm-hmm.
But it is funny. They're discussing to keep Violet in the house, and then Anthony, he's clearly doesn't really care about keeping his mother in the house. All he wants to do is wreck the nice, neat paper pile that Kate has on the table and just, like,
Just go to
get it
town.
on, go to town on the table, and that's what he do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is funny. It's funny, funny,
Yeah.
funny. Well, Francesca and
So
Violet don't have much to relate on, do they?
not really. And it's interesting because Violet is just so determined that Francesca needs to have love and passion. But Francesca's just like, I just want peace because I can't find it in this household because there's all this drama going on and there are so many of us. And I'm not going to lie, Mom, you like to, I don't know.
Metal.
Violet annoys me sometimes. So I
Violet
get
is
it.
a bit much sometimes. Like, I understand where she's coming from. Like, she's such a, like, blue character of, like, wanting to be there for her kids and wanting the best for them and blah 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, like, to her own downfall. And I don't think she's that emotionally intelligent. Hot take.
No, I don't really think so either. I mean, I think we can judge that alone based on kind of how she handled the
Hold
situation
on.
with
Hold
both
on.
Anthony and
Hold on.
Daphne.
Hello, I'm back. Sorry, my headphone died.
Okay, cool.
And now I'm back
That's
to
right.
using the other one.
Okay. So Penelope is sitting in the garden and she has a visitor and it's Colin. Ugh. And so he's like, I hate to see you upset. And she's like, well, then you should leave. And he's like, look, I'm not the man I was last season. I'm not ashamed of you. He's like, I always look for you every time I go out in society. And it's like,
It's like the lukewarmest apology I've ever heard.
yeah, it doesn't mean anything to me. He's like, I'm not ashamed of you because I'm okay being seen in public with you and stuff. And he's like, you're smart and kind, and I'm proud to call you my friend. And it's like, okay, cool. That, you know, show it with actions instead of just words. But
No, seriously. And he also like decides that he's gonna help Penelope find a husband. And she's like, well, I can't have you talk in my ear because that will look really sus. And he's like, no, but I will teach you lessons.
yeah, and so he's like, we're gonna shake on it, and he extends his hand, and he's like, we're friends, and she's like, yeah, friends, and then she runs inside.
But then it's really
And-
funny because there's like a bunch of scrambles in the house because turns out Lady Whistledown has written another issue.
Oh,
And it's basically roasting Colin.
It's very funny. And we also see the Mondriches arriving in their new house, and the Queen is reading Lady Whistledown, and she's also being called out for not choosing a diamond, and so she's like, Whistledown is playing games. And
I think it's so funny that there was a quote in Lady Whistledown here. Like, it's rare that I actually quote Lady Whistledown because I barely listen to it because there's so much going on when they're reading it. But it says that Colin has embraced a new personality like, entirely. Is his new character truly him or a ploy for attention? I'm like,
so real.
wow! Is that wow,
Absolutely.
wow, wow, wow? Like, freaking shots fired. And I'm like, this is very accurate. And I'm sorry, Colin has no right being angry about this because like this has just been him all the time. Because like if you think back, like him and Marina, that's just attention. She's giving him attention, and he's like, "Fuck yeah, that's what I'm gonna marry." And then
Almost joining a mining scheme, like that's attention.
Attention. He's just asking for attention, and this whole like new personality because he's realized like even Penelope, who's been like absolutely in love with him, is just like had enough of his crap, you know? Oh my gosh, he is horrible.
Yeah. And like the whole like season abroad every year, that's also attention. Like everything he does, it just.
Yeah, because like when he's like been out long enough and it's been old that he's the Englishman, he comes back and he's like, so I've been abroad. Like
he's like, in Greece I did pot.
Oh my gosh, he would 100% have like a travel Instagram, but he never posts on it. He will post like a, oh my gosh, my July dump.
yeah, like the photo dump or something, and it's just gonna be like a bunch of the blue pools in Greece and stuff, like his feet on the beach or something, even though nobody wants to see his feet, and he's gonna make a joke about the dogs being out.
And then like
he's
a
like,
quote unquote silly picture of him mewing.
Yeah. Just like, might delete later, LOL.
Felt cute, might delete. Yeah, seriously.
Delete your whole profile.
Yeah, delete. Exterminate.
Delete. Yeah. End your free trial of social media presence. End your free trial of being in my face. Go away.
Go away. This is fantastic. Well, anyways,
Absolutely.
and then Colin, they're like, Colin, don't read it. You will be offended. He's like, just let me read it. And he's like, oh my gosh, I will never forget Lady Whistledown. If I ever find out who Lady Whistledown is, she will ensure that her life will be ruined.
Your voice, it kills me.
That's my Colin
That's exactly what he
impersonation.
said. That's like a direct quote. We'll have you do the Colin quote next time for the carriage scene and whatever, but...
It's gonna be, I'm gonna read Colin, and it's gonna be like, what are you doing here? Why are you leaving so soon? Especially in such a charming dress.
Why, what if I did have feelings for you? I'm using a hypothetical because if you say no, I can be like, LOL, me neither,
Kaylyn,
and back away.
Yeah. Kaylyn, can we just read the top part of that dialogue again, but opposite,
okay,
please?
I'll be Penelope this time.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, you go for it.
What are you doing here?
I am just getting some fresh air.
Why are you leaving so soon, especially in such a charming dress?
Do not mock me, please.
Mock you, I assure you, I'm quite serious. The color rather suits you.
Good night, Mr. Bridgerton.
Do you need chaperone?
Spencers don't need chaperones.
You're not a spinster.
Oh gosh, I'm in my 3rd year on the marriage mark with no prospects. What would you call that?
Is that something wrong, Pen? Between us, I mean. I wrote you this summer, as I always do, and, well, you did not respond. Admittedly, very few did. But if you are going to make me say it out loud, I miss you.
You miss me. You miss me, but you'd never caught me. Is that correct?
Pen,
I overheard you at my mama's ball last season telling everyone how you would never date Penelope Featherington.
Perhaps we should talk somewhere more private.
Because I embarrass you. Of course, you would never caught me. I am the laughing stock of the town. Even when I changed my entire wardrobe, it never occurred to me that you, of all people, could be so cruel.
Oh. Woo. Honestly, I embraced Colin a little bit too much, and I feel like I need to go make an Instagram post about my travels now.
Go cleanse yourself quick before the brain rot gets to you.
I need to. Yeah, no, it's. I feel it in my it's like a rash.
Also,
it's
this
probably one of the
episode's been going on
STDs.
Yeah, STDs.
STDs.
Anywho, let's cut to the outro.
Yeah, thank you, Caylyn, for doing a podcast with me today.
Thank you for doing this. Was fun. I enjoyed this thoroughly.
Sick.
All right, cool.
Like Colin.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for listening to Two Girls, One Corset. If you enjoyed our podcast, be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform and leave us a review.
Don't forget to follow us on social media, Two Girls, One Corset Pod, for behind-the-scenes looks, updates, and more period drama content.
And be sure to share the podcast with your friends who love all things romance and historical drama.
Until next time, keep your corset tights and your hearts open.
Farewell, dear listeners.
Farewell. Goodbye. I'm gonna go to Greece now. Goodbye.
Okay.